I recently finished playing through the Somnium files and wanted to encourage others to try it out as well. Originally, I picked the game up because I had some free time and I thought it was interesting when I saw it on Nintendo Direct a few years ago. Was written and directed by Kotaro Uchikoshi of Zero Escape fame, and it shows during many portions of the game. Is a visual novel where you play as Date, a detective that suffers from amnesia, investigating a murder in a semi-futuristic society. He's accompanied by his partner, Aiba, who is an AI eyeball who sometimes lives inside of his left eye. He is part of the Abus Police Department and uses a machine known as the Sync Machine to sync or dive into someone else's mind in order to find evidence or information that could help catch the murderer. As a visual novel, there is no real gameplay other than some QTEs, QuickTime events, and dialogue options. These dialogue options can then lead to branching paths. The main gameplay elements other than the dialogue options or QTEs occur during sync, in which there is a 6-minute time limit where the user, in the dream world also known as the Somnium, the player is capable of choosing various actions in order to figure out what the person being synced may be hiding. Each world is unique, and the rules inside the Somnium are not the same as those inside reality. As a visual novel, the story is the most important aspect of whether or not it is a good product, and I'm happy to say that delivers in that aspect. The dynamics between Aiba and Date are fantastic, and I personally grew to love the majority of the characters. All of the characters become more fleshed out during the investigation and over time through the game. The game likes to spend a lot of time with characters to figure out their backstory, figure out their problems, and give them reasons for why they acted in certain ways. As a mystery, something that I see that is important is whether or not the player can actually figure out the culprit before the game explicitly tells them. I believe that is the case in but I was unable to do so myself. There are many twists and turns in the story that make the mystery even more mysterious and can confuse the player as well. By the end though, these twists and turns will make sense, and the entire mystery is unraveled. There are a few gripes I had with this game. There is a character who is 12 years old, who hangs out with another character who is 24 years old. There are moments in the game where it can be a bit unrealistic due to it trying to be a comedic moments, but as a result of it failing in some cases, it can be pretty jarring from the rest of the gameplay or story. Also, during the sync phase, some of the decisions that are made feels like a trial and error and an overall waste of time. You get to retry in the sync based off checkpoints. Even if you restart at the checkpoints, you may fail at the end, as you may not have enough time to actually complete the level, regardless of whether or not you have made it to a checkpoint or not. Overall, it's a great game though. These flaws are not too bad, and I'm currently playing the sequel. I would rate as an 8 out of 10. It's not a perfect game. There are obvious flaws to it, but it's entertaining, and it is definitely worth it. So far in the sequel, it seems like a continuation of the first game and is great so far. If you want to see me playing this game, you can catch me on twitch.tv/TYMNN03. I stream whenever I want, which is generally around 2 to 5 p.m. PST. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.